A very good morning to all the viewers at home. Welcome to our slot Borak Usahawan. Today in this morning we are at Richie Coffee Cafe located in University Malaysia Sarawak. So before we go in depth to our session today, we have a very special guest for today's session, who is also known to be the very youngest entrepreneur in University Malaysia Sarawak, as well as she have a very established branding outside of the university as well. So my name is Prem Anand Ayawu. You guys can call me Prem. I'll be your host for today. So that being said, without any further ado, let us move on to our special guest for today, who will be introducing herself and also explaining what she's been doing for this while, and also what is her branding is all about. So, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. So, without any further ado, we want to know more about yourself and also what you are doing. So, can you introduce yourself to our viewers for today?
Yeah, sure. Hello, I'm Antonia Isabel. I'm currently studying in UNIMAS. I'm taking design technology, and my faculty is Fakulti Seni Gunaan Kreatif. I also major in fashion design. Other than being a full-time student, I'm also a craft tangan entrepreneur. What I do is I create handmade jewelry, mainly from polymer clay and a lot of other materials as well. So, yeah.
Oh, that's great to know about you. What should I address you throughout this interview?
You can call me Nia, or you can also call me Tonka.
Oh, Tonka, similar to your brand lah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually cool. So I guess I will call you Nia lah throughout this interview.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you so much for introducing yourself, Nia. Which is great to know that you are a full-time student and also an entrepreneur at the same time. So. That being said, we already know about yourself, where you are from, what you are doing, and all that. Now, we will move on to your branding. So, you have told us just now that your branding called Tonka Borneo, right? Tonka Borneo. So, please tell us, or to the audience as well, what is Tonka Borneo is all about?
I started Tonka Borneo. It first started as a hobby. And then slowly it become 2020 came, right? And it was like COVID time. So I was like, maybe there's an online, how do you say? Selling online that time was like booming.
True.
Because we can't really move around. So I started Tonka as a way for me to generate side incomes. So first started from that, and then slowly I expanded it, becoming into a real brand. So I call it Tonka Borneo. And what we do for the brand is, other than creating modern looking jewelry that fits today's fashion, I also try to implement a little bit of Borneo inspired designs in my creations. So one of the culture that I really focus for my creations is the Bidayu culture, because I'm a Bidayu, and I really love implementing and expressing and sharing my culture through my creations with a modern twist.
Okay, that's actually very inspiring of you to know, bringing upfront your culture in the things that you are doing, which is really applaudable, because it's very rare these days people showing appreciation towards the culture that we grew up much. They are, but not really very much. So congratulations on that. So thank you for explaining about your branding just now, and also we get to know that your branding is basically molding polymer clay into a unique creation of transforming textile waste waste into a fashion staples, right? And also it's more to like very sustainable nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Using polymer clay. Who thought so, right?
Yeah.
So that being said, what was the inspiration behind this idea of Tonka and also all this accessories creation? What was the inspiration, or so-called your what we say? Where is the stepping stone of this idea actually existed?
To be honest, I'm inspired by anything that's around me, other than it being only Borneo focused, because I also want to make sure that whatever I design fits into today's fashion. So yeah, I'm inspired by everything, by anything, and also the Borneo culture, because that's what I want to market myself as. That's what I want to market to people. So yeah.
Okay, that's cool to know. But then when we talk about Borneo culture, right, we have like a lot of Borneo, different types of Borneo culture,
Yes.
right? So then which one like you most inspired? Is it like Sarawak side of Borneo culture, or Sabah side's Borneo culture? Because we have saw in one of your documentary previously that you have told us that you're most inspired by one of the Sabah and also Sarawak ethnic cultures, so you want to implement that in your craft and all that. So can you tell us more about the inspiration that you got from that culture?
I would say I'm more strong towards being inspired by my Bidayu culture, because since I'm a Bidayu myself. But like for my other designs, I also do other Borneo inspired designs. Like sometimes I do custom orders as well, because I have customers from Sabah and I love making custom orders for them. So like for them to make a jewelry inspired by their ethnic is like a way for them to appreciate their culture and like flaunting off like, hey, look at me, I'm proud of who I am. Yeah, so that's the main point of why I design, how I design.
Oh, okay. Actually, it's quite interesting. Like most of the people, they don't pick like very minute thing, but you were able to pick it. Maybe that's because of your real interest that ingrained in you, since small. Okay. That being said, that was your great inspiration behind the existence of Tonka, right? Mm-hmm. So. We also have gone through your what we call the things that you have done previously, which is like you guys also conduct workshops, like teaching people how to do accessories using polymer clay, right? You guys are doing workshops and so on. So if let's say I were to join your workshops, right? So what I will be learning throughout your workshop. For recently, we have saw that last month to last 2 months in the September, you guys conducted Tonka Play and Clay, right?
Yes.
It is a workshop you guys recently have done.
Yes.
So if let's say I were to join that workshop, what I will be learn most probably? Is it like the creation of the polymer itself? You guys will let me to play with it, or it's just like some showcase of it?
I see. So for our recent workshop, Play and Clay, we did it in Pakat, Miri, Sarawak, which is where I'm from. I'm from Miri.
Oh.
Yeah. And what we do, it was actually our first workshop, and we're looking forward to create more. So in Play and Clay workshop, what we do is we teach those who participate in it all the basics on how you can make your own polymer clay jewelry, on polymer clay creations. So we will teach you how to knit, teach you how to mix the colors, the basic theory of mixing colors, and all the other basic things that is required for you to make your own polymer clay jewelry. So that's what we do.
Okay, that's actually a very cool idea of showing people to attract the audience or the customers basically to come and not only like buying your product, but at the same time like try to make one by themselves, which is intriguing the curiosity of how people actually do polymer based items, right?
Yeah.
So that being said, when your workshops will be during your workshops conducted, so who will be helping you mostly? Is it like by your own self, or you guys have a custom team who will be assisting you guys in handling the overall workshop?
Actually, most of the time, I am a one-man show.
One-man show.
One
That's
woman
great.
show. Yeah, so like I'm the social media manager, I'm the marketing person, I'm the customer service, I'm the one who creates, who designs. Basically, I'm everything in one. Yeah.
Wow. That's really inspiring of you. Like, it's considered like one woman show lah, one woman
Yes.
show for throughout the session. Like, it's really hard to handle all of it by your own, and also teaching people how to do the workshop itself. So just out of curiosity, how many people like per session you will most probably will get during your workshops, during Tonka and Play workshops or any recent workshops, roughly?
Like how many people would join?
Yeah, will join roughly.
So for our first time, because coincidentally we did it during I think it was Merdeka Day. So during that time, we opened for 10 packs. Yeah.
Okay. So there are 10 people who turn up lah.
That time there were only 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a great achievement. You guys first started,
Yeah,
right?
first started.
So that is a good,
Yeah.
reach lah for
Yeah.
at that point of time. So most probably they are from student background, or even outsiders will join your workshop as well.
No, actually, that time most of them are working adults.
They
Yeah.
all are working adults,
Yes,
so they are
working
interested to learn about your workshops, how to make polymer clay accessories and so on, right?
Yes.
Let's unpack and organize my workspace with me. My new semester just started, which means I'm back in Kuching again. Being a full-time student while running a small business, I'm always on the go. Having to constantly move my stuffs around does get tiring, to be honest. Plus, I have a lot of stuffs. But the moment I get to finally do the organizing and cleaning process for my workspace, it's therapeutic. Do you feel the same way too? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, I'm going to stop talking so that you can enjoy the rest of this video in peace. My workspace is finally clean and organized again. Now I can get back to work. Thank you for staying till the end of this video. Bye!
We already talked a lot about your workshops and how you guys will be making these accessories, right? Now, since we have our accessories on the table today, so why don't you just run through us what these accessories are made of, and also you have explained just now you get like certain inspiration from Bidayo culture and all of it to make such accessories, right? So why don't you just run through us what is all these accessories, and is it like all inspired by the culture base, or it's just like equivalent to current fashion trends or whatsoever? So you can let the audience know lah.
All right. So I guess I'll first start with the Bidayo or Borneo inspired designs. So over here, this is our bestseller. It's called Rasung. So this piece in particular was inspired by the Bidayo Semban. So they wear these copper gold coils around their forearms and around their calves. So this design in particular is inspired by what they wear around their forearms and calves. It's called, the one on the calves is called Rasung. That's why I named this Rasung. And these brass bells that jingle, we Bidayu usually wear a lot of these bells, especially to adorn our traditional clothes. So it's very unique and it's our bestseller. And for the second design I'd like to explain is this is Ruyang. So like I mentioned just now, Ruyang is also inspired by the Dayung Semban gold coils that they wear. The Ruyang is the one that they wear around their forearms. So, and the beads are polymer clay beads, which I handmade myself. The colors on these beads are inspired by the Bidayu signature colors, which are red, black, yellow, and white. So, for our third piece, we have the Dayung Sangon. Oops.
It's okay.
We have the Dayung Sangon. This one it's adorned with the Bidayu Bau or Biana traditional costume. But in general, most Bidayu just wear this costume. But we have other versions of Dayung Sangon as well. We have Dayung Sangon Sarian. They wear the cone-shaped hat. And we also have Dayung Semban as our variation. We also do other ethnics as custom orders, like the Ibans, and also recently I made one for my customer in Sabah. She requested me to do a mix of Murut Tagol and Dusun Lotut. Yeah, it was very interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, so and I mainly make polymer clay jewelry. So this is one of the polymer clay earrings I make. I also make modern designs. I try to keep it, because personally myself, if I were to shop for jewelry, I like unique looking jewelry, and like I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that is like me who likes unique jewelry. Like I want to be one of a kind. So that's what I focus on. So I make one of a kind modern jewelry that you can enjoy for your everyday wear.
For sure, yeah.
And we make recently we make bracelets. So at the moment we have a booth at Waterfront. I recently make this actually because I ran out of raw materials, so I just make use of whatever materials I have, and these sold out really fast apparently. So they are made from freshwater pearls mixed with glass seed beads.
Wow.
Yeah.
It looks really lovely actually. No wonder, like, fast sellers.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Nia. So these are the designs and the items that were created by Tonka Borneo, which founded by Nia and the team. So I think if everyone were to come to your shop, which is now located in Waterfront, right? You guys have recently opened a shop in Waterfront.
Yes.
So they all can get it, right? Over there, you
Yes.
still have a lot of stock. So yeah, that being said, I'm like very curious. We have seen like a lot of earrings and bracelet. If let's say I'm as a guy were to come to your Tonka Borneo, is there like anything for guys to wear, that you guys are doing, out of curiosity?
Okay, at the moment I don't really have ready stocks for men, but
But you guys do have.
I've made a lot of custom orders for men. Like they like pearl necklace, for example, it looks like this. Yeah, so men apparently likes the ones that looks like this. I make custom jewelry and just anything you want me to do.
Wow, that's cool. I mean, Tonka Borneo is not only for ladies, like guys also. You guys do make accessories for guys also, which also inspired by Borneo cultures, right?
Yes, of course. We try to be as inclusive
As can. That's right. Thank you so much, Nia, for explaining about the designs and also explaining how you guys make these designs work with the inclusion of the cultures that you adapt as well. So that being said, after we talked for so long about what is the branding and what types of designs you have done and what types of items you have produced, up to these days, there must be a lot of hardships or struggles or even obstacles as a student who also to be an entrepreneur, to be a student is already a hardship, to certain level, and you also now as an entrepreneur and also focusing on your business. So what are the common hardship or the common obstacles you happen to face in your daily life, or like every day in terms of your business or coping up with your studies and so on? Can you like explain your most hardship or the obstacles that you face to our audience as well, so they know as an entrepreneur who are versatile, doing something, can be a part-time worker or a student or anyone, to cope up or how to overcome the obstacles?
So as a full-time student and also an entrepreneur, time management is really important, and like most of the time I struggle a lot with time management, but I try my best to make sure I divide my time properly between my studies and also my business, especially because right now we're getting more and more attention, so we're getting more and more customers, and for my studies, like I try my best to make sure that I complete my assignments and make sure that I excel. So my advice is to make sure that you manage your time properly, and the most important thing as well is discipline. If you're disciplined and you can manage your time well, anything is possible. Yeah.
Wow, that's really inspiring. I should start to take note, because in terms of discipline, there's long way to go. But then I'm sure when we talk about disciplines, right? So I'm just curious, as a student, we most probably will have a lot of assignments, due dates and all of that. But despite all of it, you still have that, the motivation to still strive with the business. So what really motivates you to, out of all of things that going on with your studies, but you still want to focus on this?
What motivates me is success, because my biggest goal is to be a successful person. So I want to be successful in every aspect of my life. So that's the most important part to me. That's what motivates me.
Okay, that's really cool. I mean, when you are more towards success, then nothing can stop you, right?
Yes.
To reach there, which is really inspiring. So recently, you guys had a what we call open booth sale in Waterfront, right? Which is very recent, still going on, right? I guess. So what was the experience, Nia, in Waterfront, and also how was the the approach from people, and also how was the the reaction from all the customers that you receive, and how was the sales going on? So can you share some of your experience with us?
The approach we get were mostly very positive, and we get a lot of wows from the customers, and so far our sales is doing really good, and I really like the crowd in Kuching. Very inviting.
Oh wow! So who will be your most of the customer? Let's say is it mostly students from student circle? Because you as a student, also maybe student from UNIMAS, they saw you there. Hey Nia, I know her from my faculty or my senior. So then they come and support your branding or support your product, or is it people who are from outside mostly?
I would say my customers come from a lot of mixed background. They're not only students, some of them are working adults, some of them are way older than that. Yeah.
So most of them very inviting and also very encouraging as well. Okay, that is great to know. So until now, till when you guys will be prolong your sales in Waterfront, or after that, do you guys have any future events or future open booth sales around Kuching or around Sarawak? So you can share with us, or even the audience to know, so then we all can visit together to your booth.
So we'll be at Waterfront until this Sunday, the 6th of November. We'll be there from 10 a.m. until 11 p.m. on that day. So do come to our booth and support my small business. And for future booths, future events, I'm not quite sure yet, but surely there'll be. And I'll definitely announce it on my Instagram.
Oh, that's great. So I think that's the most part of your what we call business, and also your establishment towards our Sarawak community and all over the people in Kuching as well, right? So I also hope to wish you that you will bring your business outside of Sarawak, or even to Semenanjung, or even, who knows, overseas, to expand your branding. So with that heartfelt wish, and also congratulations to you as well for all of these sellings. So viewers, we already reached our segment for today, but before we move on any further, let us give a heartfelt congratulations and also thanks to our place sponsors, who will be Richiamo Cafe. I want to pronounce coffee. Richiamo Cafe, which is located in Student Pavilion, which is inside of University Malaysia Sarawak. This is a very famous spot for students come and get their coffee while their studies and classes and so on. So thank you so much, Richiamo Cafe, to allow us to use this place for today's session. And also, I think we have talked a lot, we have discussed a lot. So thank you for coming today and also share with us all your experience and also about your branding. So we wish all the best for your future endeavors, and also good luck for your future as well.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank
you
for
so
having
much.
me. Thank Thank you to Borak Usahawan Siswa and UNIMAS for visiting our school.